Today's song is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac. And I keep hearing authenticity. For many, we are, and you are, going through a drastic change. The paths have been changing. But with that change comes a physical change within you as well. Not just by the way you take things or by the way you respond to things, but how you want to express yourself. And she talks about, takes to the sky like a bird in flight, and who will be her lover. All your life you've never seen woman taken by the wind. Would you stay if she promised you heaven? Will you ever win? She's like a cat in the dark. And then she is the darkness. That resonates because there's a piece of you that wants to truly embrace who you're becoming. And this is more of a Queen of Pentacles, standing within your own power, standing within the authentic you. There's nothing crazy about wanting to change, and that includes even the way you present yourself out in public. And for a lot of you, it's this change of how you want to look, because it blends with how you feel now and how you take things. Oh, two of them. Queen of Cups, my goodness. Your authenticity is what makes you stand out. But at the same time, Knight of Cups. But at the same time, I get this feeling of nervousness. You get a lot of attention. You are someone who walks in a room, a lot of people look at you. And for you, it's unnerving because you don't want that kind of attention, and you know that by embracing this new look, this new you, it's going to cause attention. But think about this. You have queens and knights here, and you're in the spotlight. You were in the spotlight before, even when you walked out the door in sweatpants and a hoodie. You're in the spotlight regardless, because you have a light that shines very bright, and it is very attracting. You might not see it because you're not really going to see it yet. But I feel as if you embrace this outfit change, this look change, that you'll be able to embrace that a little bit better. It'll feel uncomfortable at first, maybe a little nerve-wracking, but you're meant to stand out. And yes, it's going to cause attention, which you're not a fan of, but it's not negative attention. You just have a very bright aura, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's some changes internally that you want to embrace with how you dress, how you look, how you get yourself together. And self-care is important. Very important. And actually, you've been dabbling in a lot of self-care lately. So it's going to come very easy for you, because as you're doing your self-care routines, you're going to come across things that, oh, let me try this. Oh, let me do this. And you're going to test out the waters. And you're meant to do that. You're meant to try different things and see what fits your personality. This is really cute because it's almost like you're afraid to come out. Look, materialism. You don't have to necessarily go out and get these things to make this happen. And that's why it's like he's reaching for it. You see that? You might already have some of the stuff. And it's just the way you put it together. Let your intuition kick in and dress your personality is what I'm hearing. Dress your personality. Be authentic. Be different. Don't be afraid to shine. Don't be afraid to be different or look different, because believe it or not, when you do that, you embrace somebody else to do the same. 3 of Wands. By just allowing yourself out the way you are and who you truly are, all that's going to do for you is help you grow stronger mentally, spiritually. I feel like this back and forth. It's almost like you get your toes wet and then you back away. The wave starts to come and you step back. You got to ride the wave. You're supposed to ride that wave. You're meant to be different. You're meant to be different. And see how all those gifts are there? His cups. And he's got one holding up at the same time. By you just allowing, just as much as we allow our spiritualism to flow within ourselves, let that flow as well. You might see something and think, oh, I couldn't pull that off. Don't have that type of mentality against yourself, because if you're drawn to it, there's a reason for that. 100% a reason for that. And it's almost like you have an edgy side to you, but you also have a tender side. And you're very good at balancing that. So try to mix that up when it comes to your style. Give it that little bit of edge. And not that appearances are important at all. And they're not important to you either. Like I said, you'd be that person that would just walk out in public in sweatpants and a hoodie and not care what anybody thinks. But the Hanged Man. There comes a time where as you're on your journey, you're growing, you're learning, and you're changing. And this is part of it. This is part of your changes, your actual physicality of yourself, of how you represent yourself to the world. And you are afraid to do that because you don't want too much attention. But I'm telling you right now, the attention that you've gotten before is going to be no different than it's going to be now when you change that. So you might as well just go for it because that's what's being said. Don't be afraid to just authenticate yourself. Make yourself stand out from a crowd. You're not meant to blend in by no means at all. I want to see if there is an animal that can help here with this. Look, power. See how, look at her, look, the deer has antlers, but look at her antlers. Embrace what you feel in here on the outside as well. Because when you, it's like dress up. When you put that outfit on, you feel that power. You feel that authentic self within you. And then you're able to express yourself more honestly and truly in an authentic way too. You're very true to yourself. And by you doing this, you're just becoming more true to yourself. And you're meant to stand out. So shine. Don't be afraid. It's not bad. Peace. Love you.